Welcome along. As you can see, I'm playing with my scraps again. This time, my tiny scraps. Or Orts, Threadlets, Crumbs. There are so many different names for these, but basically they are all the leftovers from when we're doing our stitching. And I have cut mine into teeny tiny little pieces because I'm going to be using them in today's project. And I want to show you a few that I've made already. I've basically just got a piece of fabric, put some of these on top and stitched them all down, and then tried to cut out a flower shape from the top, and I've added a button. So very scrappy, depending what you like. And this time I tried to do the flower first and then put the little scraps on. As you can see, I'm not very good at drawing flowers. So that was my first go. And then I thought, there has to be a different way I can do this. So I did make this little one, which is using just the tiny scraps of the fabric. And then I've stitched on top. So that's a different way to do it. But this way, as you can see, they could fall off. And then it hit me. I've got lots of this. Now this is very fine sort of voile. Or you can use this netting. Very fine netting. And what we're going to do is we're going to make these. Aren't they cute? So I tried a flower, tiny little flower. And then I thought, there's other shapes. I can make a heart shape. And I think this is like my favourite so far. So you could make whatever shape you like. You could make some circles. That's going onto my circles. Oh, I'll show you that in a minute. I'll show you. I think I might make one for that. Okay, so what I want to show you is how I made this. I mean, you can probably tell, but anyway, we're going to do it. We're going to do it because it's fun. So all I'm doing is getting a piece of cotton, putting this on the top, and I'm just going to grab, that's not long enough, there's not enough there. I've got this funny mustardy coloured thread, and I'm going to try and do a circle. Wish me luck. And I'm going to do a stem stitch, I think. You could do a stem stitch or you can do back stitch. And I'll start it off and then I'll come back because it's going to be quite fiddly. So stem stitch up in the middle. I'm sure you all remember this one. This is like one of my favourites. And then down. And once I get going, I can come up in the middle. I've just got a bit of curly up bit there, making it awkward. Okay, so I can go down and come back up there. Keep your thread on the outside or on the inside, whichever way you start. Keep your thread there. That's all I can suggest for a nice looking stem stitch. And what we're doing is we're just stitching these together and making a outline. So how are we all doing? Are you still making wonky houses? They're so addictive, aren't they? I've decided to take some fabric and I've made Olivia a little book and we're going to make little scrappy houses together if she wants to. I don't know if she's going to want to. I've asked my daughter and she says, who knows? She's that age. She may want to sit and do something with me or she may not. Up to her. But I've got fabric with me now, and I'm going to pack it in my suitcase, so it'll be there if we want to do it. So I'm also taking her a little embroidery hoop as well, so that she can have a go if she wants to try that. I'll let you know. I'll post some photos on the Facebook group. Right, so I'm just waffling. I'm just waffling like I do. People seem to like the chatty videos, so that's good for me because, you know, I do like to chat. Thank you all for putting up with me, yakking on about my holiday. I'm just so excited. Right, so we come almost all the way around. That is a pretty good circle. I'm quite impressed with that. And nice little stem stitch all the way around. So now leave this on. I'm going to just pop it over there. And then get yourself your Orts, tiny scraps, threadlets, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to grab them, just a bunch like that. And I'm going to use a pencil and poke them through that little gap that I've left. I hope you can see. Just gently poke them in. Don't use scissors or anything sharp because you'll probably cut through your stitching. But a pencil should work eventually. No rushing. We don't do it. It's slow stitching, guys. Slow. Grab another pile. It's amazing how many you can get in. What a cool way to use up your scraps. No bits going to waste. This is no waste stitching today. It's all getting. My fingers are too fat to go in there. There's no way they're going in. The pencil's a bit blunt. Right, and I'm quite liking it raised. So I think one more little bit. We should be fine there. Oops, getting tangled up. So poke it all in. And you can do whatever shape you like. I'm going to add this to my circles piece. I'll show you that in just a minute when we put it back on, when we put it on there. But I'm trying to finish up some projects. And that's one of them. Is that? Yeah, that's some. Get in there. Poke it in. Now, as you can see, that is lovely raised. Hopefully you can see. Raised up. And it just looks so cool. And then we're just going to carry on and close the gap. This is why you need to do either the stem stitch or the back stitch, because you need to make sure that none of the little threadlets can escape. When they're in, they're in. And I just think it's just such a fabulous way to do these up. Do these up. Use these up. I know there's a word. There we go. And just through to the back and finish it off. There we go. Super cool. Right. Get your scissors. Fabric scissors are good. And I leave a gap around mine like that. And I think that looks like a planet. I love it. I think I'm going to be addicted to these now. I'm going to be making loads. How about that? Super cool. So I'm just going to put them on one side and I'm going to bring my circles piece in. Now this is just called circles and it's a work in progress. It's still going. And I'm basically making things out of circles and then adding them to here. I've got all sorts. You can see all the different types of circles that I've made. I've got all sorts on here. And I'm just adding and adding. Now I was going to put it there. I think it'll look nice over here. I'm going to put it here. I'm just going to stitch this on while I'm here, while I'm chatting to you. And this piece, I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I just am enjoying making it, which is fine by me. You know, if you enjoy it and it makes you happy, carry on. And I just keep adding to it every so often. I think, oh, I can make that a circle and I can do that on there. I just think it's just a bit of fun. I may even frame this one. I'm just so liking it. I've lost my threader. I might add some more lace ones. And I also want to get some washers, because I think I've only done one little button here. But I want to put some washers on and do the same sort of thing as well. Right, there we go. That's that one on. So I can put this away for now because I don't think I'm going to have time to do any more. What I will do is make something else because I want to. And I'm going to use... Is that what I used? I used that. Let's use... Where's the netting? That worked really well with the heart. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm going to cover all of this because I want to do... what do I want to do? A butterfly. That's what I want to do. I think what I'm going to think of doing is drawing a butterfly-ish shape. They're sort of like that, aren't they? And then they have the things which we're not worrying about. We're only doing the basic shape. We're not going to faff around too much. Something like that. Just to give me a line to follow when I'm stitching. I don't know what that is. Bit of grass. I think I did some stitching outside. Okay, so I just need to get some... I've got purple. We're going to go purple. I've got yellow, but I haven't got much. Oh, this is just one thread. We'll see. It might work. And this is going to take quite a while, so I'll start it off and we'll come back when I've been all the way round. I just have to get going with a couple of stitches first because do you know how you forget what you're doing? Yep. So I need to make sure that that's still covering all of that. Pin. I need a pin. Anybody got a pin? Thank you. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to pop that in the middle just to so it doesn't wiggle around because it's quite a big shape. And I'm just going to do again. With just one strand. We're going to see if that works. Just a stem stitch all the way around the outside of this shape. So you basically can do any shape you like and then stuff it like that. Any size you like. I mean, you could make a great big one. I might do that yet. We're going to do this one first. So I'll be back when I'm back round to the end. Okay, I've gone all the way round and I'm just doing some more stuffing. This is taking up loads, so I'm using so much of this now, which is really good because, you know, I've got plenty. I'm sure you have too. But I think it's looking really pretty. I think it's perfect for a butterfly. I may have too much. I think that's what I did before. I put too much in. But I'm trying to get it flat. I'm going to poke it around a bit with my pencil and wiggle it, because I think I've probably almost got enough in there. And one little tiny bit more, I think, and that's it. Oh no, maybe a bit more. This is what I've been doing. I keep thinking I'll put enough in now. You'd be surprised how much of these you can get rid of when you're doing this project. Right, in you go. Right, we've got some stragglers. Come on. And we're just going to stitch. I just run out of thread as well, so we're going to carry on again now, because I've had to start a new thread. Oops, I've started in the wrong place. Come back. I would recommend using more than one strand. I think it just looks nicer. I think definitely at least 2 or 3 strands of embroidery floss would look much nicer. But, you know, trial and error, isn't it? It's like, have a go. See what works. You might like it with the little thin outline. I could go round this again. In fact, I probably will, I think, go round it again. With maybe... Oh, come on. There we go. Because you can hardly see this. I just think it would make a nice outline. I could go round it in black. That would look maybe quite nice. Or maybe a darker purple. I do have darker purple. Be aware that it is going to be quite messy. Okay? This is not one for on the sofa. Because you're going to end up with these bits all over your sofa. So, you know, be warned. I did warn you. And we've just got a little bit more to do just there. I'm only just doing some straight stitches now. Just to seal up. There. And I've been all the way round. There we go. And before I cut it out, I think I will go around it again. I think it's looking really sweet so far. Maybe a bit fat, but you know, doesn't matter. It'd be great on the front of a cover. I haven't finished it yet though, so we'll just get rid of these stragglers here that have not made it in. They haven't made it in, but they'll make it into the next one. It's a very strange shape butterfly. Right, I'm going to quickly go around the edge of that. Well, I'm thinking this looks so good. Much, much better with the thick outline. So I will remember to do that on the next one. So if you've forgotten stem stitch, I will leave the link to the video where we did a little how to do it tutorial, such as it was. Can't remember what we did now. I think it was octopus legs, and we did stem stitch. But this is how you do it. Just go forward, come back, keep your loop on the same side. That's the main thing. Right, now I haven't got a body for this one. So what I'm going to have to do is, I'm thinking of cutting round that first. Now I've got my really good outline. It just looks like a cross now. It doesn't look like... It doesn't really look much like a butterfly. But, you know, you can sort of tell. It's a wonky butterfly. Maybe it'll go on some sort of picture with wonky houses. Who knows? Right, we're going to cut round him. I can't cut too close. Of course, if I'd have used a purple background, that probably would have been a bit better. But, you know, I had yellow. I'm using yellow. You get the idea, guys. You get the idea. And I did that and I didn't even cut that. Ha! There you go. Oh, no, you see, I've got little extra bits. We're just going to chop them. So cute. Right. I'm going to put them bits in my... And I think what we need is... Which one? This is the top. So this is where we want antennas. And I'm wondering whether to just... Oh, I know. I'm going to put him in my book. I'm going to put him in my book. He's going to go on this page. This is going to be very, very chunky. Oh, I could put him on the front. I can put him on the front because the snail is on the back. It doesn't match, but we're not worried. So if I could have stitched that down, couldn't I? Now I'm going to have to do more stitching. I'm going to stitch it on. I will stitch it on. So what? I'm just going to make sure it's down. This is making it up as you go along. And I'm going to come up like that. And do a French knot at the top. Big French knot. And I'm going to do a French knot over there. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Oh, it's the knot. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big knot. And then, because I can't remember exactly, pistol stitch, but I can't remember how to do it. So we're just doing it this way. And come back down to there. You get round it. So there's his antennae. And I think if I take this, I'll do this before I stitch it to the next page. If I go down the centre. Oh, let's put some fabric on there. Let's put a little strip of something like this. Let's see what that looks like. We could put that down the centre. Should it be purple, do you think? I haven't got purple. It'll have to be that. Not long enough though, is it? Let's cut another piece. Let's cut a piece that's actually long enough. Doo-doo. And if we did that, that will come out at the bottom like that. That'll be fine. That's like a proper little body. Now you can tell it's a butterfly and not just a blob. And I'm just going to couch it on like that. No, not like that. What are you doing? Where did my stitch go? Underneath. Excellent. Right, so we're doing that again because that stitch didn't work. Right, up and over is couching. Not up and hide away underneath. There we go. Up and over. I expect to see a few of these on the Facebook group now. You could make a house and fill it with these, couldn't you? Be a wonky house, puffed up wonky house. That'd be so funny. Little padded house. Oops. Come on. Sorry, concentrating. Gone quiet. They're going, thank goodness. I know. I'm sorry. I know I do talk a lot. I chat away. But while I'm chatting, I would like to say thank you, everybody, for all the lovely comments that I've had recently on my channel. Well, I've always had lovely comments. I don't think we've had a bad one, have we? It's just all been very supportive, which is lovely. And everybody who's come over to the Facebook group from here, thank you. And I hope that you're enjoying seeing everybody's creations. Feel free to join in. Right, so we are going to just pop you down. Now, I'm thinking that I don't need to put that on. I think it can stay like that now. Yes, I am. I was going to stitch it all down. I'll be doing another one of my cluster pages on the back of there, I think. What do you think? I like it. I think that is super cute. I love the little heart, but this is just tickles me. I love it. And I hope that this has given you something to play with while I'm away. As you know, I will be leaving my channel for a month for all of June because I'm off on my holidays. I will be popping into the Facebook group and saying hello and posting anything that myself or Olivia and maybe some updates on my holiday if you're interested in those. I'd like to say thanks for watching, guys, and I hope that you have some fun playing with your scraps, orts, threadlets, threads. That's me signing off for June. I will see you in July, and thank you so much. Go and watch some of my old videos. They're quite funny. When I didn't know what I was doing. Like today. Thank you and see you soon. Bye.